Joining me now in the studio to discuss devastation caused by Hurricane Sandy and its impact on the Jewish community is Dr. John Ruskay, Vice President and CEO of the United Jewish Appeal Federation of New York. Good evening and thank you for coming in.
Delighted to be here.
Now, of course, the New York area is home to the largest American Jewish population. What can you tell us about the amount of damage that they've sustained and how they're coping?
Well, truth be said, we're still in a stage of rescuing people, finding people that are in flooded buildings, residents of senior adult facilities that have lost electricity. So at this particular stage, we don't have a full comprehensive picture of all the devastation. We're particularly going to those areas that have been flooded. That is really on all the coastline area. We're talking about southern Long Island, throughout Queens, Manhattan. Those are the particular areas that have been most devastated. And then you include New Jersey, which is beyond my area. So we are first surveying that. We're going house to house. Overnight, some of our councils have literally gone house to house, particularly in flooded places where there's no electricity, to find the elderly, to find the people that can't leave, to make certain that we bring them out and bring them to safe places. So the truth is, we're still in a make certain people are safe, find people that are hurt. Thank God, although we've had loss of life, it could have been worse, actually. I don't want to minimize losing almost 50 lives in the New York area. But we are in that state now of beginning the cleanup, but still in the rescue area.
And of course, you're trying to organize these relief efforts at the same time. Where are you taking those that you are evacuating?
Well, you know, there's extraordinary collaboration in moments of crisis, so that our agencies say, bring them on. So one of our geriatric centers, 17 senior adults were rescued from a Long Beach facility which had been flooded and lost electricity. They said, bring them to higher ground in Queens. Similarly, throughout Brooklyn, Queens, and other areas, we're finding those facilities without electricity or that are flooded and bring them to other places, or city shelters. The city has opened many shelters as well. So obviously government, police, fire, and the city, which have been remarkable. The elected officials in New York and throughout the country did a remarkable effort in preparing and enabling us to reduce what could have been even worse loss of life and injury. The devastation is enormous. The cleanup will start. It is starting, but we're focusing particularly on finding those people that are in isolated places.
How can our viewers help with the relief efforts?
Well, I want you to know that I'm conveying tonight in a message to the New York Jewish community what I feel on the streets here, from taxi drivers to President Perez, who I spoke with yesterday. What one feels in a moment of crisis is the extraordinary depth of caring and compassion that comes from Israelis at every walk of life. And people want to help. They want to say, how are things? Can we help? And truth be said, that care, that compassion is very meaningful. We're still in that stage of assessment. From here, it's not so easy. As I think I told you, I was here on 9/11. I had come here to actually be with the people of Israel during the Intifada. We led a large delegation. Here we were on 9/11. And here too, in the morning, we were at a trauma center for Israelis we created. In the afternoon, that trauma center was for us. So you learn again today, at moments like this, that while we're separated by miles, we share moments of joy, we share moments of trauma and difficulty. That's what I'm experiencing throughout Yerushalayim, Tel Aviv, the last few days. It's quite powerful, and I'm going to bring it back.
That's wonderful to hear. This is the time that we really see New Yorkers come together. How do you feel as a New Yorker to see actually, while you're here, what is going on in your home state?
Well, this is a time that people come together, agencies, people do everything they can. Agencies collaborate in remarkable ways. You know, we have in case you didn't know, we have an election in a few days. But this is a moment where the election gets set aside, and whether you're considered a red person, a red state, or a blue state, or Republican or Democrat, you say, what can I do? And that means rescue anybody, help an elderly person in a building that can't get out, make certain that they have electricity off. We go, the temperature's getting down there. So it's an extraordinary expression of the best in the human spirit. And we experience it in New York as we've experienced it here.
We're just running, by the way, your website one more time in case any of our viewers would like to send any donations toward the hurricane relief effort. And we thank you. Thank you for carrying our best wishes back with you when you do go.
Well, thank you and thank the residents, not only of the entire state, for your compassion, your care, and being with us.
Thank you again.